Hey friends, it's Jay Rye. Thanks for coming back to the channel. Today we've got an all-new episode for you on why we love Kaaboo San Diego. It's this whole new series we've been doing on places we love and events that we love, and so today it's all about Kaaboo San Diego. What is Kaaboo if you haven't heard about it? It's this great music festival they have in San Diego. Now because of COVID, it's been off for a few years, but I did get the chance to go to it twice. It's so much fun. So it was being held at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. So if you're not familiar with that, you know, basically it's a horse racing track and it's gorgeous because it's right by the water. So imagine you take the horses out and you use all of that land and all of that infrastructure, not the dirt, but all of the areas, you know, around the, you know, the stables and all of that, and you put on music festivals. So
see, I'm a gangster, but y'all do that. The big boss dog, yeah, I had to do that. I keep a blue flag, hanging out my backside, but only on the left side. Yeah, that's the crip side. See, ain't no other way to play the game the way I play. I cut so much, she thought I was a DJ. 2, 1, yeah, 3. I'm S-N-double-O-P-D-O-double-G. I can't take it, just break it, see, wanna take it, see a special.
That's what they did for Kaaboo San Diego. Now there's two giant stages, one on either side. And that's great because you don't have the, you know, music interfering with each other. But it's not great when you've got two artists that you want to see and they're, you know, on complete opposite sides of the place. So that was a little frustrating part a little bit. But it's okay because the lineups for these shows are killer. They have so much good music, and it's really interesting because it's like, it seems like their lineups are a mix of groups that people love from years past, and then they throw in people that are from right now. Right, so take a look at this, the 2018 lineup, for example. You had Foo Fighters, right? So that's a huge band from the 90s. They still are making music, but you got Foo Fighters from the past, you got Robert Plant from the past, and then you got Katy Perry, you've got Halsey there, you had Post Malone, you had Wiz Khalifa. You know, it's like, it's a great lineup, and the thing that is so fun about the variety of the lineup is that it feels like there's something for everyone. It feels like this is San Diego's version of Coachella. It's a great venue where they're using what's already there, and there's wonderful views of the ocean. The train goes, you know, by just over off in the distance too, towards the ocean. And that's kind of how I feel Coachella has too. It's like they've got all those lines of palm trees, you're in the polo fields. And the thing about Kaaboo that is very different than Coachella is that it's a lot smaller. It's a lot more manageable. The crowd at Kaaboo is, you know, a lot calmer. Like, you don't really have crowd issues. You don't have people waiting for hours and pushing to the front, you know, to see their favorite bands. It's a little more relaxing, you know. I think the average age, at least just from what I, you know, witnessed, appeared to be a little bit older, you know, than Coachella. But really, really fun shows. Now, in addition to it being outdoors, which is killer, and so there it's like, you, even before COVID, it really gave you the sense that you had plenty of space, you had plenty of areas to get around, meet up with friends. There's all sorts of, like, you know, nooks and crannies because of all of the buildings, you know, in between the two giant stages. So lots of great food, lots of great places to just chill out. I think they really had like an excellent thing going there. Again, it's a shame that you know, COVID hit. If I remember correctly, I think in 2020 Kaaboo was going to move actually to a stadium. I'm kind of glad it didn't, to be quite honest, because I think Del Mar, I think the racetrack was, you know, unmatchable. I think it was really, really perfect. These shows usually go on in September, and so in addition to all of that preamble, all of that excitement of what this show is about, let's talk about what you're actually going for, the bands, all right? Now for 2019, they had great headliners as well. Again, going a little bit back into the past, but not too far. They had Kings of Leon, they had Dave Matthews Band, there was Mumford and Sons, Duran Duran, Black Eyed Peas, Sheryl Crow, Snoop was there, right? And so many other bands, as you can see on the poster there. But the thing about it is that it really was a great way to like have fun, make your day, and not be stressed about it, you know? As much as I love, you know, larger festivals, I do enjoy Kaaboo even more because it's smaller, it's more manageable, it's simpler, you know? You're not stressing. All right, so speaking of Kings of Leon, let's take a quick look at some footage here of Kings of Leon. So much fun, and of course, you know, my big headliner for this whole weekend was Dave Matthews Band. You know, I hadn't seen Dave Matthews Band since the 90s, and what an amazing performance. Check out this little montage I put together. So cool. All right, and so now let's go through some more footage here, okay? Let's take a look here. This is Stone Temple Pilots. This is with their new lead singer, okay? Scott, you know, Weiland, you know, we lost several years ago, the original frontman for Stone Temple Pilots. But man, they came back to San Diego, and even with this new lead singer, they absolutely killed it. The songs were on point. It is a little odd when you watch the new lead singer because it almost feels like he's either impersonating or mimicking Scott's moves and a little bit. So it's a little weird because it's like I'm enjoying it because I love the music, but I'm also like, is this a little strange because it almost felt like karaoke, not like bad quality, but just like man, like you are looking and sounding exactly like the other guy who originally did all of this. So I don't know how everybody felt about that, but I just took it in and enjoyed the moment and really celebrated the music. So yeah, here's Stone Temple Pilots. I've also got some good footage here of Cake. If you don't know Cake, you probably know Cake from this very, very famous line right here.
Reluctantly crouch at the starting line. Engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up. Turning and burning, they yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver and muscle for rank. Fuel burning fast on an empty tank. Reckless and wild, they pull through the turn. The prowess is voted and secret they stern. As they lead to the finish, the flags go down. The fans get up and they get out of town. The arena is empty except for one man, still driving and striving as fast as they can. The sun is gone down and the moon has come up. And long old summer it up with the cup, but he's driving and striving and hugging the turn and thinking of someone for whom he still burns. He's going the distance, he's going full speed. She's all alone in a time of heat. Because he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and fighting and riding for the cause. Racing, plotting the course.
Again, I was there to celebrate the music, so Cake was, you know, super, super fun. The other thing that I feel very grateful about is that Kaaboo is also known for having its comedy shows. So if you want to take a break from being outside in the festival in the sun, they have this big air-conditioned, I can't even call it a room, I mean it's a huge, huge, it's almost like a warehouse. And so they dress it up and they turn that into the comedy stage. And so, you know, I saw legends that we've just lost. Like, for example, I saw Bob Saget there at Kaaboo San Diego, which I'm feel so blessed that I did. I saw Louis Anderson there. Love Louis Anderson if you ever watched the show Baskets, or just, you know him from his stand-up, you know, and we just lost both of those comics very recently here in 2022.
Your head becomes that magic 8-ball, and you gotta shake it and hope the right phrase comes up. Try again later, Louis. I grab the wheel like I'm on a ship now in the car. Still again? And you know you're over 52 when they start the honking. The mean honking. Beep! What the hell did I do anyway? Oh man, I'm going 7. Sorry.
I also got to see Tig Notaro. Tig Notaro is just, she's so dry. I love her humor, and got to see her there as well. So
sorry to bother you, but I just have to tell you, I love your voice. And she just turned and said, yeah, I don't do that anymore. Then I looked over and this other friend of mine was doubled over laughing at me. She's like, yeah, you just got dissed by Taylor Dane. Didn't feel great. So I left the party.
Yeah, I mean, Kaaboo puts that mix in. You know, it's like, yeah, you've got music, but then on another stage, if you want to like take a break or, you know, fit something else in between schedules, go see the comedy. And it's big names too. I think if I remember right, I think I also saw, if I remember correctly, I think I also saw Eliza Schlesinger there, who also too was just so funny. Just like the new generation, you know, of female comics, like so good. But anyway, I love Kaaboo San Diego because there's just such a great mix of sun, fun, and a chill vibe. You know, it's like, you know, it's just such good vibes. There's just like no stress with it, you know, because you're basically at the beach. It's not overcrowded. It's not oversold. Plenty of space for everybody to get around, and really good music and really good comedians, you know. So excellent work, and that is why we love Kaaboo San Diego. Thank you so much for watching. It's J. Rye from J. Rye World right here on Instagram and on YouTube. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.